Hello everyone, welcome back to VideoGameLads. I am RavenVal95.
I'm Matt Dragon.
With me is Matt Dragon and Ice Bear Judges. Say hello, Ice Bear.
Hello, Ice Bear.
Oh, you devil, you. That's a good one.
Seriously?
What?
He had not detected you at all.
Well, I was walking, not running, so of course. Also, did you see like the little green arm and the little red hand thing? That's the thing that means that he has a special hand.
Are you dropping frames here?
I think so. I'm not. It was because if you remember, I was using NVIDIA Shadowplay to record this section, and it was still in a pretty bad beta at the time. So, yeah.
Wow. That's strange. I've never experienced like FPS dips like that when using it.
Yeah, no, like I didn't experience it either. I didn't even realize I had FPS dips.
Oh, it's
yeah.
the recording. Yeah. That can happen. Sometimes the recording drops frames that aren't being dropped in the game. I always find that weird when the recording counter drops quite far below. That was what was happening when I was recording that Serious Sam 3 review that you referenced.
Right.
In Torchlight 2 for the people who were doing some weird crossover thing where they try and work out when we recorded things. But yeah, that it was playing at a higher frame rate than it was recording at when I did that. So I just had to. Eventually, I stopped caring because it was Serious Sam 3, and I didn't want to waste a lot of time on it.
That's fair enough.
No, by the way, Raven, you just skipped the entire area there.
I didn't skip it. I played through it.
You killed like 2 enemies and then skipped through everything.
I killed 3 enemies.
Ooh, okay. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
That is quite a lot.
See, yeah, you can stealth through certain sections, and stealthing through a section is kind of easier, kind of more. It's more difficult, rather.
Kind of
but if you can do
for an action game, you know.
Oh, well, that comes up to the person who's playing, which happens to be me.
Just fighting little weird tripods.
Oh yeah, you've not seen these before. Mad Dragon, explain what they are.
They're little tripod things with arms.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm not an idiot. It looks like something out of Spy Kids.
There's more to it than them.
Oh, I know. They're dwarf geckos. That's what
yes,
they're called.
they're dwarf geckos, and the regular
They
one.
look like neither dwarves nor geckos.
They're little balls with
Arms,
3 arms.
Yeah.
They got 3 arms that they use as
Yeah.
3-armed balls.
In Metal Gear Solid 4, they're actually pretty intimidating because they can overwhelm you quite quickly.
Are they in Metal Gear Solid 4?
Yeah. Remember in the Shadow Moses section, they replaced all the guards?
No, I don't even remember that.
Oh my god.
That's how long it's been since I played.
Oh my god.
And it's the only Metal Gear Solid game I played only once, so.
Jesus. Didn't like it? Didn't like it a good movie?
No,
yeah,
it's just like,
the killing or getting rid of the certain objects can be a bit annoying. They come out towards you rather than going inward, so you end up just ugh.
It seems like it's a little slow to let you into the next area as well, which is a shame because the gameplay's so fluid otherwise.
Yeah.
Like it has those.
I have to imagine that's a console restriction because of like streaming assets.
Oh, that's true.
Because this game does have a lot of pretty complicated things going on basically all the time.
Oh yeah, it's very. It looks like quite a sort of CPU intensive kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah. And the PS3 only has like what 512 megabytes of RAM, something like that. So it's got a little bit to work with, and especially when it comes to like making a 60 FPS game with all the destructible environments and yeah.
Let's see, I'm just thinking, if they port this to like PS4 and Xbox One and stuff, how good it would be.
It'd probably be about as good as the PC version, I imagine.
Exactly. Yeah. But it would have trophies as well.
Right.
It's surprising how much you care about completionism when you just don't play most of your games.
I know.
Oh, there was a laser there I didn't see because I didn't have my detective vision on.
Well,
I always forget about that one.
Lasers until you break them. That's the thing about lasers. You're not really supposed to see them, but obviously in films like Star Wars and stuff.
Oh, you missed the dude.
You can always see when they're shooting them.
What dude?
You missed the spider.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I will show you as soon as I finish killing the rest of the people in this area, which will be a while. So these gun turrets are annoying.
Just because it's hard to hit them, their hitbox.
Yeah, you have to jump and do like a special type of attack to reach them. Otherwise, you just won't attack them. And just, What's cool
How
about
did you not cut off your own foot doing that?
Magic. What's cool about fighting enemies in this game is that they still will continue to fight you even if you chop off their legs and stuff. So they can, like, you see how his arm is blue? If I chop that off, he'll just start kicking me instead.
I was half expecting you to do that as a demonstration, but of course you don't really have that option.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I can understand.
Oh my god, secrets. This is the first.
See? Told you I didn't miss it.
Cardboard box.
Nice hiding spot. Wonder where he learned that from.
Is that all the secret is? It's just a guy who's hiding in a car. Oh, I see. Wonder where he learned that from, because it's like the other Metal Gear games.
It's referencing Solid Snake, yeah. And Raiden, I guess, as well. I think he hid in a cardboard box in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
He had a couple of boxes.
But it's still Snake. But anyway, yeah, I didn't harm him because I called up on the codec to ask about that. And they're like, seems like there's like a men in box or something like that, MIB, I forget the term, and how we're not supposed to be killing people that aren't a threat to us, and I was like, he's not trying to kill me, so I'd feel bad if I killed him, so I didn't kill him. You can kill him, and they don't actually, like, scold you for it at all, but I just don't like killing people when I don't have to.
Yeah, well that sucks, because I totally slaughtered the guy when I found the guy.
You're an asshole!
I was going to let him a chance, was I?
Dozaev is the guy with the cool cape.
Ah, sweet. He's got a good cape.
I am Mistral, the cold wind of France.
She's a wind of destruction.
Your reputation precedes
Her makeup is applied rather poorly, though.
but white as snow. A natural born killer, even as a child.
That was a long time.
I think the bosses in this definitely capture the Metal Gear sort of like style to it.
Yeah, the bosses are really good in this game. I believe it was Matthew Matosis who said bosses in an action game make way more sense than they do in a stealth game, and I have definitely got to agree.
Oh yeah.
It was always a bit weird to have a boss fight with like Vulcan Raven or Ocelot when in the previous sections you were just stealthing through, not being seen at all.
That's when I realized I am a killer too. And a good one at that. I slaughtered dozens in Iraq, in Afghanistan.
Oh, referencing some stuff topical, sort of.
Proud of that, are you?
Back in 2012?
It's the same thing that
Is that when it came out?
action games tend to reuse, to be honest.
My enemies felt like dominoes.
If you call up on the codec about her, Courtney says a lot of her is artificial, and she sort of starts to imply that yes, her breasts are fake. But if you call up Doctor, he says that a lot of her is artificial except for her breasts. So he says that they're real, which is kind of interesting.
How would he know that?
Well,
He's Doctor.
Yeah, who are we supposed to? Yeah, come on, Mad Dragon.
Look at those
get your
jiggle
shit
physics
together.
that they've got.
Gave my life meaning. Ideals, Jack.
Oh, the poor little dwarf gecko.
I protect the weak.
Still
This is an awesome little section here.
so naive.
This shows off
To protect them.
how she gets her weapons.
It seems we have less in common than I thought.
I'll take that as a compliment.
If you would kill for your ideals, then surely you are ready to die for them.
I love that little animation. I love all the red that comes off of stuff.
And she kicks the balls at you. Oh,
She does, actually.
oh wow.
That must be pretty weird. You know, having all those arms, because she's
Must have
actually
been pretty
controlling all
awkward
of
for Raiden. While she's like sticking all these arms on, he just turns his sword to a slightly different angle. Like, this is all I've got. This
Like,
is,
her weapon are the arms.
This is my final form. Yeah.
Essentially, what she puts on her, like in her, is just used to help her hold the pole arm, and also to like resupply her ammo. It's weird. This boss fight is just a strange one. That can be said for
She's
most of
blocking
them.
all of those.
Yeah, she was blocking them.
Oh wow, you can destroy a weapon and stuff. That's impressive.
Yeah, and that allows you to get some pretty good, decent hits on her.
Yeah, it does.
It looks now she spins around and throws the dwarf geckos at you.
Yeah, just pop that, yeah.
See, now she's got another one ready.
Yeah, it's that like little break where you get to kill the ads for a bit.
And they give you health packs, so that can be pretty useful.
Well, it looks like you got this one sewn up, but yeah.
I've actually managed to defeat this boss fight without taking damage once on hard. It's one of the few bosses that I've been able to do that with.
One of the few, eh?
Yeah. Well, it's a difficult game, and to avoid the...
joking. That's still very impressive.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's a very interesting boss fight, and what's cool about this section is that all the little scenes that you're seeing here are in 60 FPS, so whenever they do that crazy over-the-top movement shit, it feels so much cooler than when you see it in the cutscenes, because the cutscenes are 30 FPS, but the in-engine stuff is all 60 FPS.
Well, if I had to have it a certain way, it would be that way.
Yeah.
As in, you know, if I had to choose between vice versa. Have you done any damage since she's, like, gotten a
I think
new
I've
stick?
done a bit, but not much. Like a few percentages.
There you go.
Yeah. Now kicking ass.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of stick wiggling in this game, or I guess in this case, since I'm using a keyboard and mouse, WASD wiggling. It can be kind of annoying.
It
Like
is
you'll-
really annoying, that is.
Yeah.
This is
I find it more annoying with a stick, to waggle the stick, than I do to spam WASD. Probably because just mashing WASD just feels a bit better to me.
Probably because you're used to it.
That might be. Well, I've played more console games than I have PC games.
You've seen all those pictures of keyboards where the lettering on WASD has worn
Oh,
off.
faded, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right. Alright, now we're
this
in...
boss fight, it's like pretty cinematic sort of like
Yeah, it is
thing.
very
You know,
cinematic.
jumping from different location. Like, I mean, we're on to the third like
Phase.
area of this
yeah.
plant, and now everything's just like.
And now
blowing
it's
the
kicking
shit
in
up.
and the vocals start playing. That's when you know shit's getting real. When the vocals
yeah.
start playing. Oh, I love it!
You know that you mention it, I can actually, you know, hear the music changing as the battle goes on. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, when I was playing the game myself, I was just like, you know, focusing too much on the gameplay.
Yeah, but I bet your
noticed it.
brain noticed it, and bet you were getting more tense
Yeah.
as the battle progressed, and I bet you the music helped. I'm betting a lot of stuff in that sentence.
Yeah, a lot of these things that you don't pick
Sorry,
up
you
on.
didn't mention a value.
Oh,
You
$20.
say like $1 Australian dollar. Oh yeah, 20, whatever. It doesn't really matter, does it? 5
No.
million Australian dollars.
I'll bet 5 Monopoly dollars. Basically the equivalent.
Do not be shy. You know you love it. Nice. She says, perched atop a ledge, firing rockets.
Oh man, her thing is just crazy difficult. It's cool though. Like, I believe it's either Kevin or the Russian dude whose name I forget. Mad Dragon, do you know what the name of the Russian is?
Well, Boris.
Boris, yeah, Boris. Boris says...
Good
Could you
guess.
forget Boris?
I'm sorry, I
I don't know, what do they call the Russian guy in everything ever? Boris.
Well, there's Dolzaev, that was a Russian guy.
Yeah, but you know, we don't have to worry about him.
Anyway, yeah, Boris
Okay.
says like how amazing that her whip is, that it's able to be completely stiff yet also be able to like loosen itself up and act as a whip as well, and it's kind of cool how the weapons that they use actually do sort of make sense, because it's really just never mind, forget that bullshit. Here's the final bit. Oh, the music finally gets into the epic section.
It's always impressive how they managed to loop it so that this always, you know, comes in at a specific time. What the? Oh, is that liquid nitrogen? I thought it was just like water.
Ah, she's doing the ice bucket challenge to the extreme.
Oh, nice. Topical.
Yeah.
Of course, you're completely unaffected by that. It explodes. Of course. Of course, it does. The liquid nitrogen explodes.
What an awesome fight.
Mistro, report! Your vitals are dropping.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she's kind of dead. Like, look at her right in front of me. Are her vitals dropping?
I know they're cyborgs and everything, but how can they speak after this, after being dismembered and chopped up?
It has to do something with, like, their AI core or some bullshit like that.
I know, but still, it's...
Yeah, it's weird,
How
especially since they have, like, their last breath thing. Like why, if it's just an AI core, they should be talking and whatever. It's weird.
Video games.
What is this talk about?
It was sort of... It made more sense in Metal Gear Solid when... Oh, they had a gun wound, so it wasn't that crazy. But this, you're like... Look at the pile of scraps on the floor in front of us. How is that? That doesn't even have a mouth anymore, I think.
You don't have... yeah.
I don't have a mouth.
Yeah, I figured about it, but then...
You killed her! You nuts! Murderer!
That's rich coming from you. It's overdose, I am. Surrender.
I love the facial expressions they have. His smile was massive.
Why would I surrender? You are exactly where I want.
Can't pronounce himself those wobble U's, can he?
Russia money. Who brings Russia money? It is no plan for outcasts. It is their mission.
Not now! They will be free!
Damn it, Raiden, don't you know anything about explosions? What did you say, Ice Bear?
I'm not entirely following the plot about why he's here. Or
I know.
anything.
It seems a bit pointless, that cat, you know, that, whatever his name was, I can't even remember his name.
Dolzaev wants to destroy a facility in Russia because it helps the politics. I forget the exact details, but basically...
Because it helps the politics. Well, that's all I need to know. I don't feel the need to elaborate.
It just
beyond
seemed
it
kind of
helps the
pointless to me.
politics.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the main reason we went there is because there was a wind of destruction and they were the ones who attacked the Prime Minister. The Dolzaev person and all of that, he was there to just mess up the power plant because the power plant is supplying power and that gives them...
Oh my god, yes.
We're not playing as Grey Fox for a while,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, that supplies power and it goes through Russia. And he doesn't appreciate that because he thinks it's turning them into, like, slaves, and it's weird. I forget exactly. It's been a while since I called up the codec call. The codec calls are what really explain it.
Oh. You have to, like, phone a guy in the middle of the boss fight to ask why you're doing this. Okay.
Well, no, it's genuinely when you... Oh, that's the end of the part. But, like, when you're actually at the power plant, like when you first go there, that's when you'd